You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Y&R fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your weekly roster of spoilers for every day next week, Monday, July 8th through Friday, July 12th. We have got action over in Paris. We've got a little bit of thick flirting happening. We've got Claire and Victor, Kyle throwing epic temper tantrums, and later in the week his dad is throwing them too. We have a lot to talk about, but if you have not, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our updates. Now let's get right into all the good stuff. Monday, July 8th, 2024, season 51, episode 193 of Y&R. Traci is absolutely stunned and delighted to see Danny and Cricket at the door of the apartment in Paris, right as she's getting off a very nice brother-sister call with Jack Abbott. Alan shows up afterwards. He totally fanboys over Danny. The four of them have breakfast, little double date action, and they are planning to get together at Danny's show. But Traci refuses to let him call her up on stage, although that would be super duper cute. Phyllis and Nick disagree on how to help Summer's situation with Kyle and Harrison. Nick says, just leave it alone. Don't get into it. Red wants to get right into it, of course. The two of them go from coffee to cocktails, talking about their kid, about single life, dating at their age, and things end for them on a very flirty note. And I just want to say, Josh Morrow with that beard, with that little bit of gray in it, it is smoking hot. Silver Fox, spank me daddy sexy. Oh my goodness. I hope he keeps that beard forever. All right. Claire gets a history lesson from Grandpa Victor over coffee at Crimson Lights. He warns her away from Kyle, which is very interesting because you'd think he might want to use her to lure Kyle in. But he's saying things like, you don't want to be dragged down by him. Basically, yeah, it doesn't sound like Victor has good things planned for Kyle and doesn't want Claire as collateral damage. Kyle talks to Daniel at Society and warns him if his sister Summer gets lawyers involved with this whole Harrison thing, she is not going to like what happens. Tessa gets involved after Kyle leaves, advises Daniel, butt out. Let Summer solve her own problems unless she asks him for help. Kyle comes back to the house. Jack's being very nice. He's praising Kyle for hiring Claire. He thinks she's a top choice as a nanny and heaps praise about him being a good dad, but Kyle just can't stand it and throws a hissy fit. He tells him that his dad pushed him out of the company and now is pushing him out of the house. He did push him out of the company, I agree, but the house thing is a complete and total fabrication. And Jack reminds Kyle that he is the one that told him to put Diane in that job when Kyle is saying it should be me. And Jack's like, you're the one who told me to hire your mother. So Kyle cannot hold it in. He flaunts the fact that he's the new boss at Glissade and taunts his dad about it and said he is going to destroy Jabot. And when Jack assumes he's working with Tucker, he said, no, Tucker's out. I took his place. I'm running it with Audra. Kyle's being really hateful to his dad on Monday. Tuesday, July 9th, 2024, episode 194 of season 51. Audra Charles is flexing. She is enjoying her new position of power at Glissade, even though she's having to share the throne with Kyle. And Chelsea Lawson makes Adam Newman feel guilty. Now, there's a promo pic I can't show you for copyright reasons, but it's very interesting because Adam and Sally looks like they're out at Society with Chelsea and Billy. I don't know if they're having dinner or just drinks, but kind of awkward when you just banged your ex and then you're out on a double date together. Adam should feel terribly guilty. Victor Newman provokes Jack Abbott on Tuesday. I believe this is a scene from the promo. I'm going to talk to you about the promo after I go through the weekly spoilers for each day. Wednesday, July 10th, 2024, season 51, episode 195. Daniel Romalotti decides what is next for his future. Can I have a vote? Can it be a one-way ticket out of Genoa City and just take Heather, take Lucy, just bye-bye, bye-bye. I think that'd be great. Nate Hastings presses Audra about working with Kyle Abbott. He didn't want her working with Tucker, and I don't think he thinks working with Kyle, trying to target the Abbotts, is a good idea. And maybe it's because Audra and Kyle are ex-lovers, or maybe it's because Nate really is watching out for her best interest, and maybe he thinks Victor's going to do her dirty and leave Kyle in charge. I'm starting to think that's not Victor's ultimate plan. Meanwhile, Sharon Newman's past haunts her on Wednesday. Remember, she had complained to having some issues with a new medication, so I just wonder if we're going to have more of that. I'm just excited to see her in the spoilers and her having a storyline, you know? Thursday, July 11th, 2024, episode 196 of the current season. Claire is struggling to fit in and to be part of the family. Obviously, she's fine with Victor. She's fine with Victoria. This sounds to me like we might get some more Katie and Johnny scenes. Katie is not having it. She does not want a homicidal maniac as big sister, and who can really blame her? Devon and Nate scheme to get one over on Billy on Thursday. They're trying to outsmart him. Didn't we just demerge these companies so we don't have to watch any more of this corporate blech anymore? I guess not. Lily Winters makes a decision about something, but it looks like it's going to be risky, and I wonder if she is also planning to outsmart Billy. She, I think, could do it, though. Friday, July 12th, 2024, episode 197 of season 51. Sally Spectra wants to make amends with Summer. Do you remember Sally? If you've been watching for several years, you would know this. Maybe I don't know if it slipped your mind, but in case it did. So Sally actually conspired with Harrison's bio mom, Tara Locke, to get Summer out of the way. Basically, Tara and Sally both wanted Summer out of the way, so Sally got her the job offer to run Marchetti by Sally she did a little crossover thing with Eric Forster on Bold and the Beautiful. That was how Summer got the offer to go to Marchetti, and the plan was that would put her out of Sally's way professionally in Genoa City, and also to get her out of the way personally with Kyle. That was the initial plan. It all got outed. It didn't work out, although Summer did take over Marchetti, but I think Sally's still feeling bad about it and does want to try and make things right. Chelsea Lawson sets some ground rules. She is setting some boundaries, and that sounds like maybe it's to do with Adam. I don't know. Victor has a new assignment for Adam Newman. He wants to use Newman Media to pump up Glissade and stomp down Jabot. Adam he's been friends with Jack for a long time, and I wonder how he's going to feel about this particular assignment. All right, in the promo for the week, there's the whole stuff with Traci being surprised by Cricket and Danny, which happens on Monday. We have a scene of Summer raging at Kyle for moving with Harrison without notifying her or checking with her. She is PO'd. And Jack is over at Newman Enterprises to rage at Victor for targeting his family, and he makes a bunch of threats. That is what we have for you for next week. Drop your comments. What are you most excited to see? What do you think about Josh Morrow's new beard? I love it, if you can't tell. Let me know what you think. Drop your comments. Please subscribe if you're not following us. Definitely come back soon. We're here talking Young and the Restless 7 days a week with me, Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.